editor, please put in a picture of Jack Black's face because
he's
looks
so happy.
He looks insane.
I love Fortnite. I love it. Oh my god, I love
Yo. Welcome back to the Basement Dollars podcast. I'm your host, Jaden Ianhandsup, and this is my co-host, Ianhandsup. Maybe their hands are going to be down today. Who knows?
And we just watched the
Minecraft movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
watched the Minecraft movie. It was so
crushing
good.
Loaf.
It was so good.
This is your, how much time have you watched it?
This is the second time I watched it.
Oh, you're not a cool person.
This is your first time watching it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to think that way.
It just was your first time.
I love crushing loaf. Dude, there is one part in the movie where he sounded a little bit Australian, mate. And I was like, you know what I mean?
What? No, which part?
Dude,
the way he talked in that entire movie, he like every take was
Australian.
They used the craziest, wildest take.
Every take was Australian. The whole thing was Australian. I couldn't understand a single line in the movie. I know how like people are like, you know, oh, I like when Jack Black says this. Everything was Australian to me, and I couldn't understand it.
Yeah.
But all the fucking kids in the theater.
Australian, it's not a language. It's just not a different language.
What's a language? All the kids in the theater were like screaming, and I'm like, how they know Australian? They didn't go to school for it.
There was actually like one row of children screaming. It was our row. And we weren't even the ones screaming.
I don't like saying one row of children.
Okay. There was only one
row of children, please.
No. That's not how I phrased that.
Excuse me,
It was
Caliber.
one row of audience members that were like clapping and cheering. When I went the first time, I think I had the best experience of an audience because we weren't like throwing popcorn everywhere like everyone.
Perfect.
There was no.
Perfect. You went before people started throwing popcorn.
Yeah, that's true. But like my audience, people were not throwing popcorn. We all said chicken jockey. We all said the nether. We all said whatever, flint and steel. We were all clapping, you know, and whatever. But that's the max that should happen. I don't think there should be throwing popcorn and drinks and whatever. Our audience wanted to.
The video you sent me.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like some crazy stuff happening in that video?
What video did I send you?
I'm pretty sure you sent me a video where it's like people are throwing popcorn, whatever.
Yeah.
But then there's like people also like on top of each other.
Oh yeah, there were videos of people like swinging their shirts around.
Wasn't there like an animal in one of those?
Yeah, there was someone had a chicken. Someone had a live chicken, which is like so messed up.
Well, it's not messed up.
Where did they get the chicken from?
From the jockey. Where else?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't think you should bring a chicken to the movie theater.
Look, the chicken shouldn't be hearing Australian anyway. But it's just crazy that there was Australian. I'll just say that much. I'll just say it.
The audience this
because
time,
those they lost the kangaroos. So what?
They didn't lose to kangaroos.
Yes, they did.
I feel like you.
Emus, not kangaroos. I mean, they lose the kangaroos, but they lost to the emus.
No.
You don't know about the emu war? See, this is why we need a zipper. And we don't have one. And you know why? It's because our lovely, lovely friend Koi said, no, I'm playing Burnout Revenge for the PS2.
No, Koi, who was going to be our zipper for this podcast for today, at least.
Wait. They don't know what zipper is.
We should probably explain what a zipper is. I still don't fully know what a zipper is.
So I'll explain it. So the Yard Podcast, a podcast that
you don't have to say the Yard specifically.
I like
podcasts in general.
A podcast that I like. It's a very good podcast. There's a bald guy on it, and I like very good. It's very shiny. They have a guy behind the camera who does all the stuff, and his name is Zipper. Well, I don't know what his name is, but that's what they call him. And so you gotta respect that.
Wait, really?
For sure.
Is that what they? Oh, okay.
For sure.
So anyway, the audience this time, they wanted to cheer. Like you could tell, there was a sense of like we want to cheer, but we also don't want to be disruptive. But
yeah.
But so like half the audience. By half the audience, I mean our row, and it wasn't just. It
wasn't just our row, but it was like, mostly our row.
And it's not that's not saying like it was us being like the only ones in the theater. Like
no,
it was like the entire row of people.
I mean, but other people were cheering.
Yeah,
but I will say in our row there was some fucking kid who kept on pressing a sound.
Yeah, they brought out a soundboard. That was not
on their. They didn't bring it. It was just on their phone.
Yeah,
and it was what was it?
It was the get out.
Yeah,
get out. Or how are they doing?
Yeah, but they did it so much that their friends were like, "Stop it!"
Yeah,
but they kept doing it anyway.
Yeah, but other than that, it was like fine.
It was fine.
It was fine. So you already know what I think about the. Well, I want to know what you think because this is your first time. You're fresh out of the movie.
It was fine.
It was fine.
I mean, I said this before. I feel like the viz dev for this film would be pretty good because I kind of like the designs of everything, which is funny because I felt like all the animals looked weird.
Yeah, they were always gonna look weird in live action.
But the piglins, like the zombie pigmen and everything, they look cool.
Yeah.
Like I like their designs.
The zombification was cool.
There was a lot of holes, I will say, and I'm pretty sure there was a couple plot holes.
Oh, plot holes. Well, say plot holes. No. You're talking about the design. I was like, what? I was like, what holes did you see in the design?
No, plot. Plot.
Yeah, for sure.
No, but I like the designs of everything. Although the animals look weird, I didn't really like it. Like the sheep and stuff. Like,
what about Dennis?
Dennis was fine. I don't know. I guess it grew on me. It was not a bad movie, but I did feel like there was a lot of what is it called? like I guess inconsistencies, but I forget what it's called in film. Where like one shot there's one thing and then it's not in the other shot and then it's again back in a different shot.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that thing.
I should know this.
You should, because it's like your whole major. I should also really know it.
Oh my god, there's a phrase for this. I'm gonna remember.
It's fine. Anyway, there was some parts of that, and also just this is a great segue.
Yeah. Some
of the dialogue was kind of weird.
Yeah, it was very generic dialogue, but I loved it.
Jack Black killed it.
Yeah.
I will say, when you watch the whole movie, you can tell that they picked the lines that were the best. Because there's some things he tries to say, like in the same way he says everything else, and like tries to be really funny.
Yeah.
And he ends up just kind of
saying it like, really intensely.
He just says it weird, but it's not like really that. Oh, it's the general. He doesn't really. Wait, what the fuck? Oh damn!
It's like a blank blue screen.
Kind of want him, the drumstick. So speaking of lines. Yeah. We want to do a tier list of
that was a crazy segue. I didn't think you were going to say that.
What? That's not a crazy segue. I was talking about lines in the movie.
Yeah.
I wanted to
I thought you meant like lines like how the tier list is set up. Like it goes line by line.
In the movie?
No. Never mind. What
the fuck?
I don't know.
That was spicy.
I'm not thinking about that again.
Okay. We want to do a tier list. We found a tier list online. We will be mentioning some of our favorite lines that are not on
the tier list.
And honestly, let's just say...
Is it screen recording?
No.
You're not going to screen record it?
No.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
If we had a zipper, we could. but let's just say...
Yeah.
It's worth it to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say it's worth it.
It was good.
And to that fucking person on Twitter who said it's the worst film they've ever watched, fucking what have you watched? You're fucking crazy. It's
not that bad.
It's harmless at most.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
At least or at most? At most?
At most.
At most, it's harmless. The worst it can be is harmless.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's not amazing.
It's honestly, it gave the vibe that it was at least fun to film and that the people who worked on it had fun working on it.
Yeah, it was very campy, and that's fine.
Also, wait, before we get to this.
Yeah.
Also, there's some cameos.
Oh, there were cameos in the movie.
There's Technoblade.
Technoblade. Well, that was more of a reference.
Reference.
He was...
What was... Anyway, moving right along.
But that was a good... I really liked that. It was a good tribute. It was a good little tribute.
Yeah. Although, Technoblade wasn't a pig.
What?
Right?
His Minecraft skin?
Yeah, but he was a guy with a pig Minecraft skin, not like a pig. Like he wasn't literally
They weren't gonna
pig.
put Technoblade in the movie as Technoblade, as the guy.
Yeah, but like it was just weird that they were like, oh yeah, that's Technoblade, and he's just a pig.
No, they said, oh, that guy, he's a legend. They didn't say Technoblade.
I don't know. It was just weird. I personally would have done a tribute differently, but
yeah. I think it's cool that they acknowledge
they love crushing loaf.
But then there was also like the YouTubers, the Dan TDM. There's Mumbo Jumbo, LD Shadow Lady.
I don't know LD Shadow Lady. She seems cool.
You don't know LD Shadow Lady?
No, I was not.
And then
I don't know why.
Who was the other one?
Sexist? Because I just feel like growing up, I did not watch many female YouTubers.
No,
dude, I was fucked up. As a kid. And I fixed it. It's good now.
You fixed it.
I mean, yeah, well, that's another podcast episode entirely.
Okay.
Well, let's not go into that. Let's talk about Minecraft quotes.
All right, the quotes.
Okay, Steve. I am Steve.
I think that's... okay, so the tier list right now is set up as S, A, B, C, D. There's no F tier. I think
whoa.
There's no F tier. I don't see an F tier.
Should we add an F tier? Is there anything that bad?
No. We're not going to... Really, are we going to put something in F tier? Look at these quotes.
I think... No, we're not going to add an F tier, but let's just say that...
The bottom tier is D tier.
Any other dialogue in the movie is kind of bad.
Okay.
Well,
sure.
Okay. No.
No, there's
That's
one
not
line.
True. There's more than one. There is some nice lines of dialogue, but I'd say that like if 60% of the movie is like this and then the stuff that we like,
these are
the
pretty
other
good
40% is like F tier. Because they're all kind of they're nothing. They're nothing and they also kind of feel like out of place and weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but there is
these ones don't feel out of place.
What?
These ones don't feel out of place?
No, because
he says them with a lot of gumption.
This is what
Minecraft is.
Gumption. That's a reference.
Is it a reference?
Yeah, to the last podcast.
We got to add gumption in every episode.
If you haven't watched the last podcast, go watch it. Look for gumption. I don't think these are out of place because this is what the movie is.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Whether or not they like planned that, which I think they did. I think the writers did a good job. There was also a lot of writers if you saw the credits.
I would imagine, yeah.
But yeah, I think this is great. Anyway, okay. Right. I'm Steve.
I think that's the classic. That's like where it all began. That's like solid middle tier. I think that's that's what we should be judging everything else off of.
Because he says I. Wait, how does he say it? I am Steve. He puts how does he say it?
I am Steve.
Yeah. It's just the it's the pause.
Yeah, it's the pause.
It's the pause for me.
I would let's put it in B tier, which is the middle tier.
We can move it later maybe. Yeah. Okay. As a child,
I yearned for the mines. I don't think it's as good. Actually, you know what? Wait, hold on.
I think it's kind of electric.
I think it's kind of electric. You're right.
Because it's very unique because it's one of his lines where he's not saying.
I think they stole that from a tweet.
Oh yeah, I mean, no. People have said, "Look, children have yearned for the mines for a millennia."
Yeah,
and who are we to get in the middle of that? Look, let's just say there is child labor in this movie.
No.
There is.
Where?
In the fucking Nether.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh
I
my
did
god.
joke about child labor
about that.
in the real world, but no, there is actual child labor in the Nether. And look, let me just say, I don't want to cancel nothing, because I got some friends in the Nether. Okay. So as a child familiar for the mines, I'd say it's A.
You think it's A? Okay, you know what?
Because it's more unique.
It is. It's not more unique.
Oh wait, no.
It's not more.
I think it's unique to the movie.
Yes, it is. Unique.
But
it works so well to the movie.
It is just kind of a thing they stole from Twitter.
It is,
which I think nullifies it.
So you want to put that next to Steve?
I think that's before. Yeah, before right. Steve.
All right. Blocks. Oh, it's just him placing blocks. I am placing blocks and shit because I'm in fucking Minecraft.
That's not.
He didn't sing that song, but he could have, and everyone would have.
I don't even remember this.
It's when he was just placing the blocks. Remember?
But that's not a quote.
It's not a quote.
Does he even say anything? Ha! I think this is D.
That's D. Let's put that in D. That's not anything.
This is the overworld.
The overworld.
Yeah.
He says it like twice.
Yeah.
I think the first line in the movie is the overworld. And then when we see it again when we walk through the portal, he goes, and I entered the overworld. Okay, so I think
this is also kind of eh.
It's like eh. It's like
it's kind of it's before the mines.
You think? You
think it's C?
Where were you gonna? You were gonna put it in between Steve and Mines? You think?
No, because
it's not like
no, it's C.
It's not like worth mentioning, really.
The stash.
The stash. I think that's a good line because crafting table is coming up. As soon as he says my stash, and then he goes through everything, crafting table's coming up.
There are a couple points in the movie where you realize what's gonna happen next.
Yeah.
And that's
yourself.
That's like I was gripping the chair.
Yes, you were.
With call me a gorilla the way I was gripping. You know what I mean? So I think this is a eh. I like Steve better.
I like Steve better. You think it's better than Mines though?
Because it's more unique than Mines.
It is.
I think we
can't keep giving Mines enough too much credit.
Yeah, we don't give Miners that much credit.
I think that's another pretty decent one.
Oh, this is an Ender Pearl. That's an A. That's pretty good.
That's a pretty good.
Because
that's a solid A.
We're getting into Steve naming stuff, and
this whole list is Steve naming stuff.
No.
Yeah. Sure.
Water bucket
release. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's an A right there because it's it's not only a reference to the game, but it's a reference to these are all references, but it's a reference to like a specific mechanic of the game that only actual players of the game really use. It's not like you're not supposed to do that. Really.
Although I will say
the water bucket.
He's not as cool because it's not one block. It was a 4x4.
Well, yeah, but that's
block
for the
and so
sake of
honestly, I don't know if Steve could really nail a fucking an MOG water bucket challenge where he fucking throws the water bucket and then he catches in midair.
The water bucket challenge is coming. The ice bucket challenge. That's coming back.
Doja said nominate me on her story. If Doja wants to, the next podcast
we can nominate. We should just start. Can we just start nominating people? We don't do it. We don't.
You have to wait. Doja didn't do it and nominated people. I don't think that's how it works.
Wait,
I think you need to
you have to be nominated and then do it.
You have to do it.
Other people.
Yeah, I mean, even if you're not nominated, you just do it.
Yeah.
Go.
So I nominate. No, we don't need to nominate people. Let's stay on topic.
Okay, water bucket release. I think is our first S.
Yes, I agree. I think that's a good
It's
S.
pretty iconic.
It's
It's
pretty
pretty
iconic, yeah.
great.
Flint and Steel. That's S. That's
It's
S.
gotta be.
That's gotta be S.
Yeah, that's kind of
That is
easy.
like, oh my God,
You're
dropping
Remy.
my plushies.
Your Remy fell.
You're dropping
Your
my
Remy,
plushies.
Your Remy died. Should I go get it?
No, I got it. Continue. What's the next one? Okay, you got it.
Yeah. So you
Oh, you can hold
basically
it then?
you
Yeah,
you
sure.
basically wasted. Anyway, I'm gonna hold this guy.
I just
actually.
got up for nothing.
Yeah, you're
All right.
a baka. The Nether.
The Nether.
See, when
that's another solid one. That's at least A.
This is the
That's
thing
S.
that we're talking about is when he says Flint and Steel, you know what's
You
going to
know
come
Nether's
up next.
coming.
But honestly,
Flint and Steel is the more exciting one, I think.
yeah. So I'd say
But okay, yeah,
I still like it though.
I would put that in S personally.
But
But if you want to
Where?
if you want to give it a high A, I know there's only one thing in A right now. If you want to give it a high A,
The
I
Nether.
wouldn't be opposed to it, but I would put it in S.
I don't know. I'd go high A.
High A? Okay, we can
High
put high
A.
A. All right.
Okay, Elytra.
Elytra.
I didn't even really remember him
He's
saying
like,
it.
my Elytra wing pack.
In mid.
He goes, "Pfft."
I don't really care.
That was like, yeah, it was mid. I would say it's on the tier. It's like C tier. It's like C tier.
Above Overworld or after it?
He says the overworld way more epically. I think.
Yeah. Actually, no.
Overworld. and he says it
I really
twice.
don't like the Elytra one.
Yeah.
Oh God, we're here.
Oh wow.
We made it
We
already.
made it.
I mean, we could save it.
Yeah. We could. Let's save it.
Let's save
save
it.
it.
All right.
All right.
Buckets?
for days.
Wait, he says that?
There's something like that. He says, those buckets are useful here.
Oh.
That's like a C.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd
Yeah.
take it over Elytra.
is it cooler than Overworld?
He says buckets. He says it like, he says, "Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Garrett. Buckets are useful here."
Yeah, it was kind of
So it's
awkward.
like it's like fine, but
Yeah.
like it's not as passive.
It was the same as the Elytra. I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay. Crush and loaf.
crush and loaf.
Now,
That's a
if you've been on the internet, you've seen the edited version of the scene where it's just like, there's something like, the villagers, they love crush and loaf. And then it just cuts to the female actress screaming.
Oh, Emma Myers?
Yeah.
No. She sees the Iron Golem.
Yeah, but it just cuts to her screaming.
She screams. Yeah, Emma Myers just screams.
Like in this edited version.
Yeah.
So I have heard crush and loaf a
Yeah.
lot. And it's
Yeah.
pretty great.
It's pretty good. I'd say that's a solid. Solid A. If you want to give it B, you probably want to put it in A. If you want to give it B, I'm okay with B, but I think it's an A.
I like it more.
You like it more.
I'd put it like
put it in
high
S?
A or S.
You would put it in A. All right.
I mean, where would you put it?
I would put it high A.
Yeah,
I
let's
give it
go
high A.
high A. That's one of the ones though I say a lot. Like I've been saying that when we were coming back.
Yeah, you
here.
were. Yeah, you were.
They love crush and loaf. Okay, Iron Golem.
Iron Go. Okay,
I mean,
that's a throwaway one.
I don't.
That's a throwaway one. It's like kind of like he says it as passively as he says like Elytra or buckets.
So is it C or D?
We can give it C or D. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't. Blocks isn't a line. Blocks
I feel like
needs to say last.
Elytra needs to go D.
Really?
Because I don't even remember it.
All right. Yeah.
Maybe it is good. I just don't remember.
We have to rank it with. We have to also consider the amount of gumption he puts into these words.
Come with me.
What is it? Oh, come with, oh wait, I said that. Wait, I said that's not even like a crazy line that has been memed to death. But like I remember in the theater earlier today, it's just the way the audio is when he says, "Come with us." Like I whispered it over to you. I said, "Come with us."
Oh yeah, I didn't fucking.
But that wasn't like I didn't know that was memed to at all.
Is it?
I just noticed the audio was a little bit weird when he said that. It felt like an 80-yard line.
Yeah, maybe.
I
I don't know.
But like that could be D tier. I don't. That's not a iconic line.
Yeah,
in
honestly,
the
all of
slightest.
these in D tier, I just don't really remember, and so.
Would you put it above Blocks though?
Oh yeah, Blocks is
Because Blocks
Blocks
wasn't
is
a line.
F.
Blocks is not a line.
I don't know who made this tier list. Anyway, TNT.
TNT. Oh, this is when he's just naming stuff all around. When he's like after Stash, he names all of these things.
Oh, these are all like
These are all
C or
probably
D.
C. I would give him C because he says every one of them with gumption.
Okay,
So
same with
TNT,
Firework.
Fireworks, Boots of Swiftness, which ends up becoming a big plot.
Now here we go. Diamond Armor.
Diamond Armor, full set.
Full set.
Which
See,
is not a full set as...
wait, it isn't?
No, he does not have leggings.
Wait, but it looks like he does in this picture.
He does not have leggings.
Oh wait, no, it just the top is really big.
Yeah.
Okay, well, again, we talked about this before, but there is one other line. But there's a couple lines where they make Jack Black say something because it's Minecraft.
Because it's just in Minecraft, yeah.
And not, like, it's not, like, he's just not right. But he just says it anyway because they're like, oh, well, they'll like this because it's Minecraft reference. So, I'd say...
Let's give that... I think that one's the highest
Yeah.
of those ones. Of those, like... I would... Yeah. No, I would even put it over Buckets, dude.
Yeah, I don't remember Buckets. Okay. Blades for Days.
Blades for Days.
That's kind of the same, honestly.
Yeah. I would put it right next to Diamond Armor, yeah.
Woodland Mansion.
The Woodland Mansion.
I feel like that's also the same.
That's also a throwaway one. That's not as...
That's the same thing.
It's not as epic.
Is it worse than Buckets? Nah.
Nah.
Yeah. Minecraft? Wait, when is this?
Let's Minecraft.
Wait, first we mine, then we craft.
Let's Minecraft. That's S tier. That's S tier. That's the name of the movie.
Wait, but is that what this is mentioning?
I think so.
Whatever.
I think they just had to use that picture. I think they just had to use that picture.
Yeah. Okay. This is S tier.
That's an S tier, for sure.
Because then, doesn't she say something, and then she's like, something Minecraft?
First let's mine, then let's craft. Let's Minecraft!
Wait, because he says that, and then she says something Minecraft, and then he's like...
No, I don't remember what she said.
I feel like that was like an improv thing, because it was just so weird.
I don't remember.
Because I think it's... we have to rewatch it, but anyway, if in the comments you know what I'm talking about, please help us, because we don't really remember. Okay, Enderman.
Enderman.
I don't even remember him saying this either.
No, because he's like, I got that, I had to fight an Enderman to get it. That's another throwaway.
Yeah.
That's another throwaway. But also, yeah, no, this is just a throwaway line.
Okay.
Maybe we can put that in C. Yeah, sure.
This
is a crafting tape. That's an S or A.
That's S.
That's S, yeah.
Is it better than Minecraft? It has a lot of gumption.
It has a lot of gumption, but they say Minecraft in the movie.
First we mine, then we craft. Let's Minecraft!
That's crazy that they did that.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
We're close.
Villagers. This is right before Crush and Loaf.
These are the villagers, man. They're
I feel like maybe we just put it next to Crush and Loaf because it's the same thing.
Yeah.
They basically should be together because
it's the same line.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we got to it.
We're here.
We
the
reached
final
it.
one.
Well, the final one for this.
We already know where this is going.
It's S.
It's S.
It's the S. Chicken Jockey. Let me just say why I like it so much. Look, like, if you have to say it, and say it, like, correctly, like, the way that he says it, your mouth moves in ways that you have never seen. Like, Chicken Jockey. Like, what the fuck?
Like,
I didn't know I could do that with my mouth.
You have to have such a voice.
Jack Black is making kids' mouths move across America.
No, do not say that. Do not. I don't know where that came from.
Kids hold hands and say Crush and Loaf across America.
We're moving on.
And there's a
That
pageant.
goes- okay.
And there's a pageant. We have a pageant.
They're not gonna get this reference.
It's adults only. Bring your kids edition. Okay, chicken jockey is high at the top of S.
That's at the top of S. I mean, that's the one. That's the one. All right, that's the whole tier list.
But
Okay, so now we want to talk about some other lines that aren't on this tier list, but haven't been like memed to death either. But
wait.
What?
Coming in hot is not in this.
Oh wow, that was that's a big one.
Okay,
Coming in hot.
so we have a kind of list.
Yeah, so there's a lot of lines that haven't been memed,
Okay, coming
Like,
in
on
hot.
as
Where would
crazy.
we put that?
but the execution of the lines in the movie are really like genuinely funny.
And honestly, I'd argue there are some lines in this movie that's not in this list that's made me laugh harder than
Yes.
these.
Yes.
Because there's part of it is that these have been memes so much. There's only so much you could laugh at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In fact, when some people were clapping during the movie,
Yeah.
okay, some points were electric. Like
Yeah,
when he flew the jetpack into the jetpack flew into the
Wait, we should have
mascot.
said this. We should have started with this, but spoiler warning for
Oh,
Minecraft.
whatever. I'll put a thing at the beginning. Who cares? When his jetpack flew into the potato mascot,
Yeah.
people started clapping.
That did
was
not
electric.
happen.
It was so funny.
That did not happen at my original showing. That was just this, like, it wasn't even Minecraft related. He just built a jetpack and it flew into the potato factory and people just started clapping.
And then it cuts to Jennifer Coolidge saying,
He committed terrorism and
it cuts to Jennifer Coolidge
people were
saying,
clapping.
well, at least no one died. Or something like
Yeah, she was
that.
like, the good news is no one died.
And
Gosh, I could really
Okay,
use a hot dog real bad.
we need because I feel like we should talk a little before we get into some of these quotes. We should talk a little bit about the beginning of the movie and how there's just so much trauma.
Every character has trauma.
Well, the gamer guy doesn't.
Okay.
Jason Momoa's character doesn't really.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to face his future. He's stuck in the past.
He's a depressed prick.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have like trauma from what we know.
Yeah. But everyone else.
But like we meet the two kids and what's the first line that Emma Myers says?
She's like, we're driving this car and our mom died.
Basically, she said that. She basically said that. She's like, oh, you're gonna love whatever Quiggly Doo Square, wherever they're moving to.
It was Chugless.
There's Chugless. There's Chungus.
Yes, there's a character in the movie named Chungus.
And they gave him like a zesty guy's voice, which they thought would be funnier than naming a character Chungus, but they were wrong. The funniest part about that character is the fact that his name is Chungus. Which is an ancient meme, and honestly, it might be so old that's why it's funny. Like if they named a character Beanos, like no one would get it. No one would fuck with it.
If they named a character Patapim.
I'm gonna kill myself.
And every time they said it, they had to say the full name.
I don't know what the full name is.
It's
no. Anyway, it's just that was so electric.
Stay off of TikTok. Stay off of Instagram Reels. They're getting worse. They're getting worse.
Getting worse.
They're getting worse.
Anyway, it is just so
stay
funny.
off of Doja's feed. This is where I've gotten all this.
Yeah,
from.
you all know Doja. Stay off of Doja's feed.
Do you all know Doja?
They all do.
Doja's our friend. I hung out with her like for a few hours the other night.
Doja's right here.
Yeah, she's right over there. I hung out with her for a few hours the other night, and we just scrolled through TikTok, and her feed just kept getting like I need to do that.
We need to do that.
Which may be foreshadowing something in the future. Who knows?
I need it for my soul.
So anyway.
So yeah, fucking shit. Fucking. Okay.
So
Coming in hot. Where would we rate that?
Oh, I would probably put that somewhere in like. Let's see. We had Ender Pearl.
I think it's after Water Bucket. Oh wait, A.
Oh, you were gonna say.
Coming in hot. Oh no, it's not. It's not better than Water Bucket Release.
It's not.
It's not an S. No, you're right.
A.
I'd say
it's a solid A.
I personally would put it after Crush and Love because I kind of fuck with Crush and Love.
I would probably put it in Crush.
They love Crush and Love.
I'd say that's actually exactly where I would put it. Yeah.
Between that and Villager.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else here? Wait.
There's a lot of other lines. There was
Yeah, but is there anything else here?
Full man sandwich. What?
I mean, there's 69 in the movie.
Oh my! Oh my God! Yeah. This is real. Okay. What we're about to tell you, if you have not seen this movie, this sounds like something I specifically me would make up for a bit, but no, they 69 in the Minecraft movie, like for real. It's Garrett the Garbage Man Garrison and Steve. They need to get through a hole, and they 69 to do it. And they go tighter. They're like tighter.
Well, he says I'm gonna clench now or something. I'm just trying to understand if this is
do it in the air.
They must know what they're doing.
For sure.
It's not like they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna want to do it, and then Jack Black's, hey, freaking guy. This kind of feels like we're 69 in a little bit, little lady. No. Like they definitely know what they're doing.
Probably.
Jack Black probably.
Yeah, they were like.
Sorry, we mentioned the elytra, but when after coming in hot, and Jack Black comes up.
Yeah, yeah, he goes coming in hot, and then it cuts to like just a wide shot, but it's actually not a wide shot. It's a close up of Jack Black slowly rising from the bottom of the frame.
And editor, please put in a picture of Jack Black's face because
he's
looks
so happy.
He looks insane. He looks like his eye
he looks
like his eye sockets are like being blown. It's just he just looks so insane.
Intense. He looks like he's going crazy.
And he's fucking holding Jason Momoa's hair.
Yes. And he's like
crazy. It's crazy.
His eyes are popping out of the sockets. Yeah.
That's one of the Oh wait, we're okay. This isn't a quote.
Yeah.
But at the very beginning of the movie, where he's playing with what's his dog's name?
Dennis.
He's playing with Dennis.
Yeah.
It's just a projectile. Wait, you explain it.
So usually when you play fetch with your dog. You throw the frisbee, right? And then your dog catches it. It happened the opposite way in the movie, and it happened so early in the movie. And it's so jarring, but it's so funny because he's like hopping up, like his arms are like T-Rex mode.
Amazing. I mean, like whoever thought of that. It's just incredible.
And he catches the frisbee in his mouth.
It's so funny. I mean, like, that's not the funniest part is just it cuts to Jack Black flying in the air. This is what I was thinking of. It's like in the fucking
What?
What's the not Dr. Seuss, what's the fucking movie about saving the trees? And
it is a Dr. Seuss movie. It's the Lorax.
The Lorax. In the Lorax, there's a fucking clip of the Lorax flying to like heaven, and that's the same thing. He's like he has his like hands out like this.
I think you need to rewatch that.
That's what that reminded me of, that's also funny in the same way because he's just like floating.
Yeah. He like takes his butt and he pulls it, and then he starts flying.
Anyway, crazy thing
Yeah.
to start out with. Just insane. Okay, is there anything else here?
What else happens?
Are you finished? No, I think he's Swedish.
Oh my god, dude! All of the Jennifer Coolidge.
Wait,
scenes are amazing.
okay. Let's stop. Let's just talk about Jennifer Coolidge because when I first heard that, and this is just what I heard, like first when the movie like started, that there was a side, like a B plot of Jennifer Coolidge having a relationship with a villager in the real world. That's it. Basically, that's the fucking news headline. Genius. And I'm like, holy shit, that's amazing.
That's genius.
And she's so fucking good in the movie.
She is.
Which, to be fair, she's not doing much of anything.
She had like 3 or 4 scenes.
Other than just saying stuff.
Yeah.
But what's Jack Black doing other than that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's basically doing the same thing.
Yeah.
First of all, you meet her and she talks about how she's divorced.
Yeah. And half of her scenes are about that. Actually, most of her scenes are about how she's divorced.
And then also, the fucking teacher who turns out is the person she got divorced from, also introduces himself in the same way.
Yeah.
In art class.
Oh my god, wait. How did we not make that connection in the
I did.
I didn't.
Oh.
And this was my second time watching
That's crazy. Also, side note, in that art class kind of scene...
he's like, I'm going through a lot of finance stuff.
Yeah, something like that. Some fucking sob story. But in that art scene, there's a song by Dayglow, which I love Dayglow.
Yes, genuinely, that scene, it's like so corny, but I love it. Like,
honestly,
the song
you could take that like scene out of context, and it just looks like a different movie completely.
No, for sure. But it's a cute scene. I love that scene.
I love that song. I'm going to listen to that.
The song specifically, like, that got me bounced.
Because I love Dayglow. I've been fucking with Dayglow since Call You Tonight. Like, that's like...
Call You Tonight.
I've been... And also...
yeah, I love it.
Hot Rod. Love that song.
That's a good one, too.
I love Dayglow.
But yeah, no, they made a song specifically. I think it's called Change Song. They made it specifically for.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I didn't understand that reference.
Jamaic. All right, go ahead.
So yeah, they made Change Song, which is specifically for the Minecraft movie. Which
Coffin
is really
Change.
Cool. But yeah, it's a good song. It's good.
All right, so anyway, Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh yeah, Jennifer Coolidge. The first time I heard about that she was going to be in the movie, I just heard that she was casted in the movie. There was no rumor yet, and immediately I knew it was going to be something relating to a villager. I thought she was going to be voicing the villager.
Really?
Have you heard her voice?
Oh, is that why they chose her?
I was like,
that's kind of fucked up that they're like, man, she sounds like a villager. That's why we should cast her.
I would have chosen like Owen Wilson.
It's like
they got similar.
They call up the guy that manages her shit, and they're like, hey, like we want to have you in this movie because we think Jennifer's kind of sounds like these fictional characters in this video game, and then like her what would it be like her PA?
Careful where you're sticking that finger.
Where?
Audio listeners,
love you to death.
There's
no, we don't need to talk about it.
There's a plushie.
It's just a tail.
Yeah,
it's a hole though.
Anyway,
you messed up my fucking what I was saying. So like they call up Jennifer Coolidge's PA, and like the PA picks up and she's like,
wait.
The PA picks up the phone.
What do you think a PA is?
Personal assistant.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of
Pennsylvania?
I was thinking production assistant. I was thinking of like on a set. I'm like, she's not always on a set.
You film fuck.
Yeah.
No, so the PA picks up, Jennifer Coolidge's PA picks the phone up, and she's like, oh, thank you, great. Well,
you think her assistant sounds like her?
Well, yeah. I mean, because everyone in the film's Australian, but she's her language like infected her PA.
Yeah.
And it's not personal Alyssa. Anyway, so yeah, in the movie, she's very funny.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any other parts that stick out to you other than?
The end credit scenes.
Well, yeah.
There's one more Jennifer Coolidge scene where she's with the villager and he's at the school with her, which I'm just now like kind of registering. That's kind of weird to bring your boyfriend from last night to to the school that you work at.
That's well. Also, to preface this, she basically her arc is her hitting the villager with a car.
Yeah, and she's like, I'm sorry, I hit you with my. I'm sorry, I hit you with my Jeep Grand Cherokee.
My Jeep Grand Cherokee,
which they say a few times in the movie.
They say twice.
They say twice, which makes me feel like it's sponsored by Jeep.
Well, if they say, okay,
Jeep Grand Cherokee.
If it's funny if it's not sponsored, but it's funnier if it's not. No, it's funnier. It's funny if it is sponsored, but it's funnier if it's not sponsored. Because that's just a funny thing to write, like just randomly listing your car brand, like
your exact car model,
your make and model, like saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I hit you with my Jeep Grand Cherokee G-Force X." But she says it twice, and then there's an end credit scene.
Yeah, there's an end credit scene.
Well, and then they go on a dinner.
Oh yeah, they go on a dinner date, and Jeb is there as the waiter.
Wait, who?
Jeb.
Really?
Yeah, Jeb was the waiter.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and
he made it.
Yeah, he really made it.
Minecraft. He made that game.
But in the end credit scene, they're at the school, and the ex-husband, the gym teacher / art teacher, he runs in. He's like, I'm here. This is the guy. This is the guy you've been seeing.
Also, wait.
Yeah.
When we were watching this, when we first saw this guy, when he first came on screen, one of the people in our row just like yelled Mexican. And it's like, what?
Like, great. That's so great. That's so crazy to yell. Why would they?
I mean, yelling is maybe they said it out loud,
is he
and
Mexican?
It wasn't.
Even if he is, that's so weird to yell. Anyways. What? That's so strange.
Anyway, the end credit scene, he comes in,
and he's like, "This guy you've been seeing," and the villager starts speaking,
and he's British,
and he's very well spoken.
But it gets weirder.
It gets weirder because she's like, "Yeah, I taught him English, and he taught me villager." And she starts speaking villager.
And by the way, she's not speaking how villagers speak. They obviously just told her to wing it. And she's like,
they said this is what they sound like and played one clip, and they're like, go off of that. Anyways, so they start speaking to each other in English and villager. Call it Vanglish. And then he proposes, I think, right? He can't get on one knee because he's a villager. He's a nitwit too. It was the nitwit villager, the ones that can't do anything.
He proposed?
Yeah, because remember, she's like, yes, 1,000 times yes.
Oh, and then the weird hearts started like coming out,
come up, so
which is weird because
that means they're mating. Wait,
and also animals did have sex in the Minecraft movie.
Yes.
The two pandas.
Well, they didn't. Don't say that they had.
What else would you call it?
They ate the sugar cane or the bamboo. I'm sorry. They ate the bamboo and then.
Dude, that's actually one thing I kind of forgot is that they didn't have enchanting at all in this movie.
I think Steve's sword was enchanted. It looked enchanted.
Yeah, but he didn't say this is an enchantment table.
I think because they already had him say so many other things.
But I like enchanting. It's kind of
I do like enchanting.
If they make a new movie, I want enchanting. I want the end.
The Ender Dragon,
of course. I want the end. The deep dark would be cool, like an ancient city. And the warden would be cool.
Yeah.
And well, we'll get to that. But anyway, are we done talking about Jennifer Coolidge?
Are you going to remember that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's the thing at the end.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So what you were thinking is the next thing I was going
But
to say.
anyway, Jennifer Coolidge was electric.
Yeah.
And it was really funny.
So the next so the other end credit scene was the last scene of the movie. And this was setting up some things. It was setting up possible sequel because he goes back to his house on Earth. Steve actually is from Earth. He found a portal to
Yeah, that's how the movie ends. Is Steve decides to come back.
He comes back
to Earth.
I think so he's like, hi, I used to live here because his house is now owned by someone else. He's been gone for so long. Because I used to live here. I just left my. I think there's something in the attic.
Well, the door opens.
Yeah,
and it's a woman.
It's a woman
with
red hair,
orange hair,
ginger,
Ed Sheeran hair.
She's got the
green.
She's got the ponytail.
Green shirt.
Got the green shirt.
She's not crushing loaf.
You know who this is.
I knew immediately. Did you also when you first watched it?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I didn't know until she opened the door, obviously. But like I was like,
I knew before she opened the door.
Oh, so you felt it? You felt like, oh, Alex is gonna be in this scene.
She calls me.
I actually, you know what? I think I knew like a second before. I'm like, oh my god, they should add Alex, and then they did, then they did.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah,
what it was.
So it's Alex from Minecraft, the other default skin, and she's.
Which let me tell you,
they didn't show her face.
Back in the day, it got a lot of people's knickers in a twist. They were like, "What do you mean? Oh, Steve, and now you're adding a female version of Steve? That's kind of weird."
I vaguely remember that being a.
Honestly, I don't think there was as much uproar as there usually is with women in video games.
I don't know.
That's a whole podcast.
Yeah.
Honestly, I need to do a video essay on that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
women can play video games. Anyways,
there's a lot of nuance.
There was
and I don't have a new one.
You don't have a new one?
The same aunts.
Same aunts, just one.
Yeah. Anyway, can we say who it was?
Oh yeah, so
it was Alex.
Yeah, we already did. We said Alex.
Yeah,
it's Alex from Minecraft, and they didn't show her face. I don't know who she was played by.
Oh yeah,
I imagine they didn't show her face because they didn't want to be like wiener stiff on that casting, so that when they have that sequel, they can cast really whoever they want to, just as long as she has.
Some fans speculated as Kate McKinnon.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. I think you're right though. I think that's the point. Is that it could be any person.
It could be anyone who
unless it's just Jack Black in an orange. And they do like a Sonic 3 thing.
That would have been funny if it would have been funny if it is just Jack Black in an orange wig, but they would have done that for the zombies.
Oh.
They would have done that for the zombies.
You just like make his face green.
Yeah.
And my face was blue. Anyway, so are there any other quotes we want to talk about from the movie?
The Dennis scene at the end, after he sings the song.
Yes.
That is the quote.
Yeah.
So okay, there's a really good quote that it was just, I think it was just the delivery of the line, but it was so Steve sings his Dennis song, his goodbye song to Dennis.
Well, we'll get to that.
And are we gonna get to that? I think I'm glossing over it right now. We can get to it right now.
No, we'll get to it.
Okay. But yeah, he says he sings his song, and then what's her name? What's her character's name? I forgot her name. Dawn.
That's her name.
Yeah, Dawn. What does she do? She sells houses.
That's a good question.
Like she sells houses, and she also is a part-time at a zoo.
I didn't think about that until now.
Yeah,
that she's
a
literally introduced with a llama in her car, and she's obviously like
she's a realtor. Like, also, she works.
She works with animals, but why is she also?
Also, why did she bring the animals from the zoo?
Also, the animals weren't Minecraft animals. They were just real animals.
Also, she brings them, like they drive to the portal.
There are llamas in Minecraft.
Yeah, there are. And we saw a llama in the movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, fucking yeah.
But she drives the car with the animals in it to the portal in the real world, and then she gets in the portal, and then she can't go back, obviously. But like the animals are still in the car, the whole movie, until they get back.
There is a lot of that one word that I can't remember, but there's a lot of that in the movie. There's a lot of inconsistencies.
A lot of inconsistency. Oh my God,
I'm looking this up.
what's that word? Inconsistencies. Word for inconsistencies in movies. Oh my God, I'm gonna like facepalm when I hear it.
Continuity.
A lot of continuity errors.
A lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
But that's fine.
Also, I will say
It's a Minecraft movie.
The green screen stuff is bad too.
Honestly, for most of it, the green screen wasn't that bad.
No,
I think the main green screen like thing, at least that was
didn't look good.
More jarring for me, was the elytra scene when they were flying.
That's what I mean.
That was that one scene. I think everything else, like
I don't know. I feel like
it was
just
fine.
in general, it was not great. They love Crush and Loaf.
It was fine
because in the village they didn't have to do green screen that much.
Yeah,
because it was a real fucking thing.
Because it was a real set. It was a real set.
And also in the Nether when he was behind bars.
Wait, we didn't even talk about the villain. Malgosha.
I mean, she was kind of cool.
But her backstory is kind of epic.
Wait, what was it?
She lost at Nether's Got Talent.
They played Pigstep in this movie.
Yeah.
Such a good choice.
Yeah.
That's such a good song. Lena Raine the GOAT. Shout out her. Yeah. I love Celeste. She actually just came out with she was working on a sequel to Celeste that didn't end up coming out. But she made a album for that, and you can listen to it on Bandcamp. I highly recommend you do that.
That's cool. I didn't know she did that.
Yeah, she's cool, and you don't fuck with music like I do. Anyway,
what does that mean?
Oh wait, let me do. Anyway,
what was that?
I'm doing markers. You fuck.
Okay.
You see how much time we have left?
Yeah.
That's crazy. This took the whole episode.
I didn't think this Minecraft discussion was gonna be the whole episode, but pretty much, yeah.
Okay, so I said I'd come back to it, but
we didn't.
Music in the film. There's some songs.
There were some good. I think they chose
Jack Black songs.
Oh my God. Oh, we're talking about Jack Black songs. Okay. Yeah.
Well, Go.
Yo, you wanted me to talk about. Okay, before we talk about the Jack Black songs, I really gotta get this off my mind. But the song when he's like reintroduced into the story, when Steve's like when he's fighting off the zombies, the "You my little boo thing, who thing up my
yeah.
What a random song to choose.
Yeah. Also, it's just weird because it's like they don't know Jack Black. Yeah. That's not like the vibe of this at all.
It's not the vibe. It doesn't.
Like, he is really good at combat, so he makes it look easy.
Yeah.
But that's not like
the song did not fit the vibe of the scene, but it was really funny that it didn't.
It fits the vibe of the like scene loosely, but also like
so loosely.
You think about it even just a little bit more, and you're like, you could have found a song that fits this way better.
Easily found a better song.
Like even a Minecraft song could have fit better.
I guarantee they chose whatever week they were filming. They were like, what are the top 10
top
songs?
100? Yeah.
What's the top 100? They chose one at random. Maybe it was the number one at one point.
Mustard.
And they would not have chosen.
They could have chosen that.
They would not have
And then they make one of the zombies look like Drake a little bit. Dude, Drake would love the Nether because that's when they put the kids to work. Anyway, so
I'm not even gonna comment on that.
So there's the Jack Black songs.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So he has like 2 songs.
No, 3.
3?
Right? Because he has the song at the end, Lava Chicken.
Oh, you're right. He has
Dennis song.
And then he oh wait, did we even talk about Don's line? We just talked about who Don was. We didn't talk about Don's line. Hold on. Don says, okay, so he sings the Dennis song, and then Don says, she starts crying and she says, "If I knew you could sing like that," which she does know because she saw him singing the Chicken Lava song.
Yeah.
He's saying that earlier in the movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think it's funny. Like, if I knew you could sing,
I think that made me laugh harder
than anything else.
Else in the movie.
Because it was the execution of that.
I'm trying to think. I feel like there were some other lines that made me laugh, but that's what the most that I remember.
That was the best.
It was that, and then Jennifer Coolidge like naming her truck. I think those were honestly those were my top 2 favorite lines.
I think
which is crazy because there's a lot of great iconic lines, but those are the ones that you don't. Neither of those were expected at all. They like just came out of absolutely nowhere, and it's just so funny.
Yeah.
Like, because if you really think about Dawn's line for even just a little bit, it's just like that's not right.
No.
She was there for the Lava Chicken song.
Yeah. But
Jerry?
Who's Jerry?
It's a Seinfeld reference.
Oh, okay.
Jerry.
So but yeah, you wanted to talk about his songs, Jack's songs?
Well, that's it. There's Chicken Lava, there's Dennis, and then there's the song at the end, which is
there is a deleted song.
Oh.
There was a deleted song that you like if you pirate the movie, which a lot of people have done. But it's you get like this unfinished version of the movie with like unfinished CGI and all that.
Oh, I want to watch that.
There's also there's some cut scenes, I think, and one of them I know for sure is him singing like in the beginning of the movie before he even goes through the portal. He's at his work. He's at his job, and he sings like about how he wants to build a roller coaster or whatever. I don't know.
You know what I'll say? Cutting songs from the movie, you must not really love Joy. You know what I mean?
What is that?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Cutting songs.
I think that song could stay cut. That's fine.
I'm just saying they don't love Joy. And you love Joy.
Hi, Riley. I'm Joy.
Yeah, you love Joy.
Hi, Riley. I'm Joy.
Well, we talked about the Minecraft. Is there anything else about the movie we want to talk about?
I feel like we hit like everything. We don't have to see the movie if you didn't see it. You just watched it with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I feel like that's it. I feel like we
covered the whole movie pretty much.
Yeah, I mean that's it. You don't even need to watch the movie because we reenacted everything.
I think one other thing I do kind of want to mention for the movie. I know a lot of people don't want to see this movie in theaters just because you don't want to spend money on the Minecraft movie, which I get. But the experience with an audience, if you get a good audience, good audience.
Honestly, our audience was alright.
Our audience was like fine. Then there are crazy audiences that are like a little bit scary, honestly.
God, I'm still thinking about the fucking this jetpack going into the thing and then blowing up and then everyone clapping. That was so funny.
That was the best. I think that was the best part of the audience experience. Because I don't think I've never.
They did clap at other points, but this was the best.
But that was like such a random point to clap at. The fact that.
It was so funny.
It was destroyed.
It's just 9/11, but people clapped instead. That's like,
I didn't even think of that. Yeah. It basically was the 9/11 of the Minecraft movie. Is when he sent a jetpack into the potato.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if I should have done this at the beginning. But please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
We're on Spotify and Apple Music and Pocket Cast.
We're on Apple Music too?
Yes.
Or Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts, not on Apple Music. You can't put podcasts on Apple Music.
If you look up on Apple Music, Jaden Amistad, something will come up.
Something will come up, but it will cause your eardrums to rupture. So I'd recommend not doing that and just looking us up on one of those platforms. There might be more. You can always check our description. leave a comment if you watched the Minecraft movie, if you liked it, if you loved it, if you hate it, what would you rate it? You're the best. You're the best. What should I review next? Over here, there's links
or podcast.
Keep rocking on in the free world. Doot doodaloot doot
doot doot.
I don't know why I did an outro when we have time left.
Well, that's fine.
I just kind of got into a flow state, and I turned it from melon to that one interviewer guy that
Did you want to end it there?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
You want to say dilly and queso?
No, we'll save that. I do want to talk about the EP.
Yeah.
I'm working on an EP, guys. Ian just talked about how...
And what does EP stand for?
Extended play.
Oh, not the... All right.
So Ian was just talking about how my music will kill you.
And let me tell you, the new thing that Jaden's working on...
You just have to press play once.
You don't even need to press play. Yeah. You just follow.
Yeah, you just type J in that search bar, you will die.
I don't know if we should say this.
No. No, but I'm working on a new EP, and I think it's already better than the album that I released, and I'm really happy with it. I've got like a few songs done already.
Jaden Amistad on Spotify and Apple Music
and anywhere.
Don't listen to Jaden on YouTube because his fucking songs are fucked.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I didn't upload them onto YouTube. It was the music distributor. I don't know why they sound like that on YouTube, but anywhere else they sound fine. Like Amazon Music. There's everywhere.
Also, Jaden's looked for child labor to animate a music video for him because he couldn't pay anyone to animate it.
No. Okay. Let me give context to that. I don't even know where the child labor thing came from. I think you're still thinking about child labor.
Minecraft movie changed me, man.
I was thinking about music videos for my songs, and for specifically the album that I have, Beyond Time. I like any music video that I can think of that would be kind of cool for each song would be like animated. I can't really think of like a solid like live action like music video for any of those songs specifically, but I do have a few. I have at least one music video planned for the EP that I'm going to be releasing sometime, probably during the summer. But yeah, I'm
coming this summer.
Yeah, it'll have probably 6 songs on it. I have it planned for 6 songs, but and I've scrapped a few, so which I didn't do for the album. I any song that is on the album is just on the like I didn't make a song and was like, nah, I'll scrap it. Which is why I'm really happy with this EP, because I scrapped so much because I was like this isn't good enough for this EP, so maybe I'll work on another time or whatever. But yeah, I feel like with this EP I've definitely I guess improved with my music making skills. But yeah, I'm really excited about it. Ian likes one of the songs. You like one of the songs? It's Ian. You got it stuck in your head. One of them was stuck in your head.
Holy shit! What?
One of the songs was stuck in your head when
trapped into my mind.
That's a Wallow song.
The silhouette has been doing pirouettes.
We went to McDonald's the other day, and Ian had one of my songs stuck in their head, and I thought that was awesome because that means it's probably a little bit
McDonald's.
better than the other ones.
Fuck McDonald's.
Yeah, they ran out of Minecraft meals, and they're doing suspicious stuff
with their money.
They're doing suspicious stuff with their money. Anyways.
Okay, yeah.
I think that's all I wanted to say in terms of my...
Moving on.
Do
we want to talk about...
We'll wait for when she's here.
We should wait for the Doja episode.
There's going to be oh yeah, we're going to have guests on... I think we like briefly mentioned that in the the last episode, but
The first.
we have guests planned for certain episodes. We don't know.
Well, not really. We have people who want to be
who
on
wanna
this
be on the
podcast.
Yeah,
We are in high demand.
we're in high.
and I
demand.
say we with a hard W. Because really, it's just
Yeah.
you.
It's really just people that I know that.
Well, and
That-
also
oh, yeah.
our alien crushers.
Ian kind of already did the outro like 5 minutes ago.
So I'll just put that. No.
No,
Anyway,
we could do the outro again. We'll do the outro again.
like, subscribe,
comment, anything
follow
you
us on
want.
different platforms, rate us on
rate-
Spotify
oh,
or
yeah.
Apple Podcasts or Pocket
mhm.
Casts or the other platforms that we may or may not have.
Yeah.
Listen to Jaden's music. Or watch our other first podcast episode that we talked about meeting
Yeah.
YouTubers.
Yeah, that was like half of that episode was
More than a half.
Yeah.
Meh.
yeah. This one was really majority Minecraft movie talk.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
also this is way shorter than the other one, so
Yeah.
they won't
fair.
all be. They should hopefully all be around an hour 20, but the first one was special just for you.
Yeah.
That's it. Anything else?
Nope.
And we'll see you in the next one. Wait, say your favorite Minecraft movie quote.
Okay.
We'll do it at the same time.
Okay.
3.
Wait, I gotta think of it. Of it.
Okay.
How does it go? My favorite quote. How does it go? Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1. We
If
love
I knew you could sing
Crush
like
and
that.
Loaf. See ya.
See ya.